It's been a bit since we've checked in on Fox. Do any of them deserve credit for encouraging vaccination? Now, when we've given credit, it's needed to be taken away. So we're entering the danger zone here, but I am ready this morning to give some credit to Steve Doocy. Let's watch a video and see if it's merited.
I also saw that in Arkansas, apparently about 20% of the people who are in hospitals with coronavirus, 20% of them are children. So that's one of the things they're obviously going to be talking about. There are a lot of kids under 12 cannot currently be vaccinated, but if your kids are over 12, you probably ought to get the shot.
Yeah,
right, or see a doctor decide what you want to do. That's what usually people go to for medical advice, doctors.
I didn't go to a doctor before I got the shot.
Well, that's your decision.
Absolutely.
That's your decision, but I don't think anchors should be recommending medical advice.
Yeah.
Well, but a lot of people have been tuning into the show for 25 years to see what we think about different things. I think if you have the opportunity, get the shot.
So, Brett, now, like I said, I'd give him credit, and people are like, no, it's too late. So many people have died. No, I'm not saying he's awesome. That's not what I'm saying at all. Obviously he's not, but I'm saying that all of that borne in mind, we've got bears in our mind. We're doing that right now. Things are looking really dark, and that was better than the 2 seconds where Sean Hannity sounded like he cared if his audience died. That's the best, I think, right? I think Harris Faulkner did the ad where she said, get vaccinated. That's the clearest, but I don't know if they pay attention to the straight news programming. So was this the best? Does he deserve credit?
My problem is I have no problem with Steve Doocy. Good for Doocy. Don't drop the Doocy. That's what I say. Don't drop the Doocy. Hold the Doocy in where it is, in the foxhole. Because there's two different ways to interpret that. That's why I said it that way. So I think the problem is with Kilmeade, because Kilmeade's reason. Normally when someone says consult your doctor, they mean it in a good way. Like go see the doctor, see what the doctor has to say. But that's not why Kilmeade is saying consult your doctor. He's doing that to cover his ass so that the Fox viewers don't turn on him, because that has become code for, listen, that's what Fox hosts have devised as the easiest, most convenient way for them to avoid responsibility for what they're very obviously, to everybody else, doing on their network, which is giving extra credence to this anti-vax nonsense. Yeah. He's saying it in line with what else happens on that network when they go to commercial break and they're like, go get Valjance, put Valjance over your body, and Symbicort. Do you have a sniffle? Get Symbicort, talk to your doctor, but get Symbicort. Like that's what they're doing, and it makes total sense. At least it's consistent. It's just wildly infuriating.
Yeah, you're totally right about the ads, but also I think Doocy, he pushed back against their cowardly, well, I'm just a host, I shouldn't give advice. Which, if that was actually your position, a consistent position, sort of a core part of you as a host, then it would suck considering the stakes right now. But at least you would be consistent. They're not. Okay, they have never hesitated to give you advice about every area of your life, including in medicine. Like they were not objective and neutral and disconnected from everything when it came to hydroxychloroquine and things like that. And few on the network were. And even if they were, like we know that is not the only way that you influence an audience, that they come out and say, do this or do this. That's not how it works. I could never tell you whether you should do a thing, but if I just do story after story about how it's bad, or how the people who are doing it are sheep, or about how patriots should have more questions than those people, I've never said what you should do, but it's clear what I think, and I'm clearly influencing you. And they do that. They do that in medicine as well as in everything else. And so at least Doocy is telling people they should get vaccinated, saying it's good for kids after. Look, let's keep it real in terms of the context. Fox and Friends has downplayed young people getting COVID as much as anyone else in this country, but he's also saying it is not wrong or weird to provide advice to people when the stakes are death.
Yeah.
Any other thoughts?
No, I agree. It's very frustrating, and that's exactly what they're doing. And what's even more frustrating, and this is something that I think I might be part of my answer on Common Room tonight. People who haven't heard the promotion of it, Fridays at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern, twitch.tv/TYT. If I could ask everybody in the world to do one thing, is just hold up a card or make a signal when you're only doing something because you're being crappy. Like, there's something that you gotta do. Like, there's a thing where you say bless their heart, where it kind of indicates that you're about to crap on someone. Like, bless their heart, but they're an evil person. Can you just say, like, I'm just being a hypocrite here, but I'm going to now, like, some kind of caveat ahead of time that just indicates to me that yes, you're just saying the next thing to either feel really good about yourself or continue a hypocritical hatred that you have to someone else when you're doing the exact same thing as them. Or in this case, like, you're just trying to appease an audience that you've misled and now have no control over.
Yeah.
Like, just say that, like, I'm just here to appease you. And stroke your sad, fragile ego about this thing when and pass the buck along to your doctor. I mean, that's different. And he's not doing it for like legal reasons. He's doing it for rhetorical reasons. And I'm pointing him out for it.
Yeah, exactly. And by the way, if your excuse is going to be, go speak to your doctors. Okay, so you do think that medical experts' opinions matter, but only when it's a local person going to their local doctor disconnected with anything. Like, they're not. What are they interviewing the head of the CDC every day? I mean, they respect doctors, so why aren't they talking to doctors? Why aren't they bringing doctors on? Why are you putting it all on your audience? When do you do that? But in this case, we got to be very careful and everything. Anyway, yeah, obviously I'm not a fan. Doocy, I look forward to you figuring out a way to make me regret everything that I've just said, probably in the next 8 hours or so.
For more political news, breakdowns, interviews, stories of activism, and me trying my hardest to care about the occasional big celebrity news story, subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/thedamagereport. And you can ring the bell wherever it is so you don't miss anything.